to Thrive or Die, where Matt and I go over weekly crypto news stories and determine if they're going to help crypto thrive or cause it to die.
Bitcoin and crypto will skyrocket like never before.
I'm thriving.
On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler.
Look, I'm thriving right now.
And I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world.
You're gonna die. Yeah, that's inspiration.
Today I repeat my pledge to commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht.
So not survive, survive week to thrive.
We will make America and Bitcoin bigger, better, stronger, richer, freer, and greater than ever before.
They're gonna need to send in the national guard of fucking
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Not going anywhere. It's me and Magic Matt.
Hello.
We are your Uber. We're your Uber through this bear market. Enjoy it, love it, be a part of it. We got a little to cover, but it's a lot at the same time. I am currently inside your group chats. I am in your group chats, and I am spamming tonight's show in all of it. And if you don't like it, I say kick me out of your group chat because I'm going to continue to do it. Why? Because that's who I am.
And because this show is goddamn good enough. You should be here right now. If you're not here, you're not anywhere, is what I like to say.
That's right, boys. And look, man, I did as many as I could. And we're just going to have to wait it out and see what happens. But first of all, Matt, how the fuck are you tonight, bro?
I'm great. And I have a little bit of a bone to pick with you. I think we should start the show with this. You ready for the bone?
Yeah.
You didn't retweet the show last time. I retweeted the show. I pinned it to my I quote tweeted. I pinned it to my profile, but during the show, did you retweet it? No, you did not.
I probably did not.
But people.
Oh, I 100% put it in every single group chat. I know that.
You did that. That's true.
So maybe I didn't hit the repost button.
Right.
Here, let me take care of that now.
This is what I'm saying. This is what we do. We post it on the Thrive or Die Twitter account and YouTube. Follow the Twitter account, by the way. I know a lot of you are hearing us. Follow the Twitter account and yeah, whatever, because that way you'll see all the stuff that we post there. We don't always retweet everything from it. I mean, then it's just our timelines would just be Thrive or Die, Thrive or Die, Thrive or Die. So you got to follow that thing, number one. But yeah. Repost the live stream tonight. Share it with your people. I know you're probably in a group chat with LOR3LORD. You probably already saw this in there, but just in case you haven't, you're hearing it from us right now.
And also, if you are watching, hit the purple bottom right to leave a comment.
No, that's not how that works at all. No, that's how it works for a space, of course. But no, you click into it so you can watch it. And you'll be able to see the comments.
Okay, right, you got to click into it and watch it.
Give us a little bit of a comment.
Yeah.
Let us know what you're thinking, because we are, we're your Uber, we're your shepherds through the bear market. Did the bear market start this week? It might have. We're going to get into it.
Yeah, we're gonna find out here in a little bit. Yeah. So I did, my friend. I did.
Thank you.
I did what you asked.
It's the right thing.
I also put in my comments that in the comments that I was reprimanded by corporate Matt over
now
here.
I'm the man. Great. I'm corporate. I love this.
All right, let's see here. So, do you want to start off with the opening clip?
Yeah, let's show that one. It was. I'll talk about it. You show that one. Go right ahead.
All right. It's just I have so many tabs, and it's.
I know, and you have to share your screen. And all that stuff too,
so here we go.
Set up. Yeah.
So here we go. We're gonna go share screen. It's always a. It's okay. Here we go.
A little bit of a setup in the beginning, isn't it?
It is. Okay. All right. So here's tonight's opening clip. Fucking Target. Target is you run into all your friends at Target. You know what I mean? It's the neighborhood place. Do you know what I'm saying? My wife loves Target. I should probably invest in Target with as much as we have, so that every time I go in there, I can yell and say I'm one of the owners. Yeah. But we'll see what's going on. Let's see what happened here.
Hello.
Okay.
I've been found in Target. There's no crypto here, and unfortunately,
I've got all this stuff. So I didn't know what to do. I bought all this stuff, but they don't take crypto. And so I found this person and I said, hey, do you know anything about crypto? And she said, yeah. And so I asked her if she'd pay for my stuff. So thank you.
All right. So what the? There's a lot going on in that video.
What?
There's a lot going on in that video. Give me
Hello.
just a second.
Here. And
There's a lot going on in this video.
I don't even know where to begin. I don't know why. Number one, why anybody would have pulled this. Besides, it's so bizarre. I guess that's why they pulled it. It's so bizarre.
Well, okay. Well, number one, where to start? I'm gonna go with the black eye.
Okay,
We got to start there.
Your eye goes right to it.
What the fuck happened? I mean, I know that stocks are like, I know this market is down bad. Everybody's walking away with a black eye, but did this guy run up to somebody and get into a fist fight? Is he training? Because keep in mind, he is a part of those crypto fights. So is he training to be a part of that? Did he get into it with his ex-wife's new boyfriend? A tale as old as time. What do you think happened here?
Well, is this guy famous? Do we know? I don't know who this is. Do you know who he is?
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Everybody's not everybody's doxed on Twitter. Who is this guy?
This is BitBoy.
Oh, it's BitBoy. I thought he was younger than this.
Oh, dude.
Bad.
Hold on, dude. Like, fuck. I should have planned it better. But anyway, it makes me insane that you don't know who this guy is. There's so many good, he's got so much great lore.
Well, okay, well, tell me a little bit about the lore.
Okay,
you're educating me about the lore.
All right, buddy. Okay, hold on. All right. Hang tight, buddy. Hang tight.
I'm hanging tight.
All right, this is a clip. This is a clip from when he got I want to say he got arrested.
Yep. How's it going? Oh, here? Oh, sorry. I couldn't hear. No, I do not. Okay. I do not. I have one in my vehicle. I do not have a weapon on it. Okay. I'm sorry. I reached too fast. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. 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 I'll put the phone down.
Who's in your truck, sir?
Cassie is in my car. Cassie's in my truck.
All right, Cassie.
Cassie's in my truck. My wife knows that we're here, by the way. She knows we came to do this. My wife is aware.
So you know what's happening here?
No idea what's happening.
Okay,
And
so
you can't even
he
hear it,
pulled
like,
up
the volume of that is too low. So, but that's fine.
All right.
Don't go
So,
back.
well, no, there's more. So, all right. So what happened there is he pulled up to somebody's house who was talking shit, and this is like he's going on a rampage, man. Like a fucking bender to remember, bro. He's fucking doing, from what I know, allegedly, doing coke, doing all kinds of drugs. Like, I mean, he's losing his business at this time. He's fucking this chick on the side that his girlfriend knows about. He's going to this house to say, hey, man, you want to fuck with me, this, that, and the other. And then the fucking cops come and they get him. And then I guess like he got sober. I think he got sober and started like doing better in life. And then very recently, he just had another full down fucking meltdown. Like he was like, I guess it all has to do with his business. I'm trying to because I put cops. Let me see.
What's his business? What is he doing?
Well, he does he does BitBoy crypto, and so what it is that he was a part of the show. Fuck. So there's more. So he was a part of this show. Wow, this black guy's been going on. I have not been paying attention. So he's been doing this show forever. And then apparently the board, it got to a point where he had a board. They removed him from the show because things were getting so fucking crazy.
Right.
And then he lost his mind about that. And then he recently posted, people were genuinely nervous. They were like, yeah, this is going to be like a family annihilator situation. Like he recently posted about, that he was going to do this stream and it was all about like his business. So now we find him in this Target with the black eye.
Right.
It's just a wild thing to see.
Yeah, well, I don't like Target anyway. I know your wife's a Target liker. I'm a Target hater. So this sounds like this is the best place for him to be. Why am I a Target hater?
Yeah.
because they did me dirty on some things. On like I bought a phone for my mother and a plan or whatever, and it was not supposed to be. It was like a month-to-month thing, but they like enforced a year thing on me. It was the sales guy. I explicitly asked some things. The sales guy told me something completely different, and then I tried to get refunded and get the money back, and they wouldn't do it. So screw them. I don't go there anymore. Sorry, Target. You are not a friend of the show. At least this half of the show. Maybe that half of the show, friends. Not this half.
I don't know, man. Target was like the official of the last riots, the official sponsor of the last riots that we had. No,
that's true. Yeah,
I mean they got some amazing press on that, didn't they? Didn't they? Like, I almost felt like all traffic was directed to Targets
to Target.
When that was happening, because every time I turned on the news, it was a fucking Target.
Getting raided.
Yeah, but look, man, for as much merchandise as they lost, I mean, if you compare that to the insurance claim that they're going to get in and the refund they'll get back on that. The mass advertising. It was a giant Target commercial. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was like the Super Bowl of riots, sponsored by Target.
It was.
And yeah, man, I was kind of in for that.
Well, back to this BitBoy guy. So yeah, his black eye, he just looks like he's in a perpetual state of black eye, honestly. Like that's his mug. But yeah, I guess he's down and out. He looks like down and out in Beverly Hills. Did you ever watch that Nick Nolte film back in the day? It's an old classic. It's a crazy one.
Look. Here's BitBoy. Here's BitBoy fighting. I got to show you BitBoy fighting. So let me know when you can post that back up, or if you
it's
have.
up there.
That's amazing.
Oh no.
This is karate combat, my friend.
That's right. Yeah.
I want to start calling these fights.
It'd be fun. Look at that Brave sponsorship there too. That's nice.
Look at
He
this.
was tired.
Yeah, bro. Well, I mean, but look, that's what I'm saying. That was he training, and then that's why is he going to go? Is he going back in the ring again? Is that what this is about? And also, I wasn't a fan of this layout at first for the ring, and then I really started liking it.
Can you go up that wall? Is that legal?
Yeah,
to do?
yeah. I mean, yeah,
Sounds
dude.
awful.
Like, and you can beat the shit out of people when they're on it.
Yeah.
I think as long as they're not holding, you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, he's throwing some punches in there. He's getting them in. He's looking at the clock. He's like, "Yo, what are we doing here?"
I need to go to my corner.
Yeah, dude. I need to go for a Target run.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, dude. So that's a little bit about BitBoy. I just wanted to give you some info.
Well, then what else is going on in that thing? Do you think? So there's the Target issue. There's he's got a black eye issue that he looks completely down and out.
I'm hoping that I honestly, man, I want the best for people, honest to God. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping that it is a joke, right? He is a tremendous piece of trash of a human being. Yeah, I do have to say that. But still, you know, we wish him well. But I'm wondering, like, is he really at a point where he can't afford groceries with cash because all of his assets have been seized and all he's got is a bunch of crypto, and he's got to like, send me your Phantom wallet so I can pay you out on this.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's easy to lose your fortune in crypto, as we'll talk about more later too. But yeah, maybe he's down and out. No, I guess I generally have no opinion of the guy, honestly. Besides, he's a dude. Hope he's okay.
No, all right. So you really don't know anything about him. That's wild to me. For you not to know is wild.
Yeah, I think I've got some holes in my in the spheres that I travel in crypto, and that's definitely one of them.
Wow. Well, dude, we've talked about it. The market is down.
Yeah.
But the motherfucking memes are up, son.
Memes are up.
Dude, and I'm loving some of the memes that are out right now. They're just getting me happy. Guy in cash.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Guy in crypto.
That's
oh
a good
man,
one.
dude. It just look at how happy Cash Guy is. He's so happy that his assets are safe. Baron Trump looking it should be bearish Trump is what it should be right now at this point. Right. So I love this.
I love it because of the count. The guy's like, "You're late. You're late."
Yeah, dude. It's just every single one of these things just going down, just jumping off a cliff. Last month, a yacht. This month, a fake picture. It's brilliant. What else do we got here? Oh, there's your boy. There's your boy.
There's Ross. Where is he? Is he at the Grand Canyon?
Just
It's
road
tough to
trip
see.
to the Grand Canyon. That's
Yeah.
about as far as I could get from an 8x10 prison cell. I love it, Ross.
you
Be
go, buddy.
free, strategize, figure out how we can bring the drug market back. I'm proud of you, bud.
I
So
don't think he's gonna
grateful,
be doing
so grateful to everyone who pulled for this to happen. I owe my freedom to the people of the libertarian. Matt, that's you, bud.
Is that me?
Shouting you
You
out,
talking to
bro.
me?
And crypto communities and many others who stuck by me and made the final push. Look at that, dude. Ross Ulbricht giving my boy Matt a shout out.
Well, I mean, not directly.
Yeah,
I mean,
directly.
If you,
It
I
is to
sent him some
me.
letters.
You are the Libertarian Party.
No, I'm not. No, I small L libertarian, philosophically libertarian, not a part of a party. Come on, know the difference, Lord. This is a great one with the sound. The sound that this thing
is it? I
makes is
haven't heard of
crazy.
it.
It's all right.
Dude, that's how I felt opening. I'm just looking at everything. Oh yeah, dude.
That's a great one.
Here's a good one. Yep, dude. Bitcoin jumps up, falls 10%. Everything falls way below that.
Thank God for memes.
Yeah, dude. I love them, and I love what they're doing with the AI, man. This is just so brilliant. It's beautiful. It has brought a meme to life, and I love it. Me trying to predict the crypto market right now. There's so much going on.
AI
Yes,
crazy AI.
I love it. I love it.
Just nuts.
It is. I mean, it's just going everywhere.
Oh man.
And then there's Ben again.
This is
and
a
then
good one too.
trying to resuscitate the wallet is beautiful.
Yeah.
But anyway, when things are bad, I love these two. I love the guy with like $200, $300 in the market, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't exit. Fees are too high.
Yeah.
And so you just sit there. You just sit there and you wait.
Just
I've been
watch.
that guy. Normal day in crypto. Yeah, buddy. It's beautiful, isn't it? The thing is about these moments is that you have to, number one, you have to laugh at them. And shout out to all the people that are down bad right now, and who have the ability to know that like this is a short-term thing. And so when you're in this situation, what you've got to do is you got to laugh at it. You have to laugh at it, and you have to find a way to find the humor in it, to be able to make fun of it in the moment, because it goes back up. It goes back up. This panic selling, or what are you going to possibly spend your loss on is what I want to know. You get that money out, and then what? I promise you, I know where it's going. It's going to gas. It's going to fast food. It's going to weed. It's going to beer. It's going to a bunch of things that will serve you no good in 6 months when the shit is back up. And I know we're going to go through some things today, Matt.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to know we're going to go through all the bad news, and there's tons of it to get through. But I'm curious. I know we talked about this last time, and you asked me, do we have one more and then one more pump, or what my outlook was on the market?
Are you thrive or die on this bull market?
Yeah, I mean, my stance is still the same. My stance is still the same, but my counter to it, because last time we talked, is like I need another black swan event, and I'm wondering, is this the black swan event? And when I say black swan event, you have to keep in mind that it's usually more than one thing. It's compiled. We get compound interest on catastrophe. You know what I mean?
Do.
And so that's where I'm starting to think like, oh no, is this the black swan event? Because we're seeing so many things happen. I mean, you're looking at the Libra token. You're looking at what these guys getting hacked. You're looking at scammers and the cabal being like kind of thrown out there in public view of this is the way it works. This is how we do business. And we all know those things exist. But I'm just curious to know, do you think that this is the downfall, or do you expect another pump, or what's your take?
Well, last time I thought
Bitcoin at 88. Bitcoin at 88 is nuts.
I mean, yeah, it was 88 a few months ago. I mean, just on the other way, it's so funny what 88 feels like when you're going one direction as opposed to the other. I
Right.
mean, and it also depends on what your entrance was. Like, I know people want 100K Bitcoin and it feels good or whatever, but it just depends on what your entry point was. So but last week I said that I thought Bitcoin had reached its zenith for this bull market. That's what I really thought and my reasoning behind it hasn't changed. It's that there was 10 trillion USD printed in the last bull market, which, fueled crypto pump. They're not going to print another couple trillion. So where is all the liquidity that's going to buy Bitcoin at this point? Sailor's kind of maxed out. I mean, I think he bought another 2 billion in Bitcoin the other day and crashed. But that doesn't move a bunch of markets. There's the ETF's already there. Like, I don't know where the liquidity comes from that would make Bitcoin go up to say 150, 175, which was kind of the consensus idea of what it would be in the cycle. So I think 109 was the peak for Bitcoin of this. Happy to be proven wrong. And that doesn't make me bearish. It just makes me be like realistic about the situation. And then so that's what I thought about that. And then altcoins, I thought perhaps had not pumped yet, and I was more positive about that, and I remain that way. So I say Thrive will have an altcoin probably summer or something. I would imagine. I think that there's 70% chance or so that happens, and the reason why is it always pumps after Bitcoin. It hasn't pumped yet. Number one. Number two, the casino exists. People love to gamble. Number three, the ETH ETF, they have not even marketed that, and they're going to market it. And then number four, the sentiment is so bearish that I always like to trade. I would trade opposite sentiment anyway. Sentiment's so bearish that I think we're still in the bull market. So that's my take about the entire thing. Is this a black swan event, though? Oh, my God. 1.5 billion hack, biggest hack ever with Bybit. We'll talk more about that. And you're right, all the scam stuff, the Trump token rug, the Melania token rug, the Libra token rug, like that and this, damn.
Yeah. So, you're overall, you're thriving. You're thriving. You got your dry powder, and you're ready for the shit to pop off.
Yeah, and we couldn't hear that that amazing sample that you just played, but. But I got this. I felt
you got the sentiment.
Yeah.
No, I think.
Well, do you agree or you not? Because last time you thought there would be another Bitcoin.
I think there is one more pump, but I think you also just got me very, very excited. I think altcoin summer sounds sexy.
It does, right?
And it falls right in line with Not NFT NYC, which is one of the most popular events that happened in the crypto world. Or I'm sorry, yeah. And so that's why I think that's
okay. All right. So you're Thrive, both Bitcoin and the altcoin market. I think Solana's going to have the roughest time. I think Solana's in a tough spot personally, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, let me ask, why do you think Solana's in a tough spot? Explain that to me.
Aren't there a bunch of unlocks that are going to happen here in the very near future in the next few months?
I'm not super educated on that, but I have heard that's not the first time that I've heard that.
Yeah.
And so what are these dummies gonna dump at 140 instead of letting it pump to 250?
Because of where they got it. I mean, where they got the token, they probably would. And I also think because the ecosystem that's gotten the biggest black eye about the like sort of the scammer world of the meme coins is Solana.
Well, wait though. These MFers are going to need something to do. So
they're going to need something to do.
So here's my question: is it possible that those unlocks happen and these motherfuckers put that money right back into meme coins? Because now so here's the thing: is that like Solana will let's say that the price stays the same or whatever. Yeah. Then they sell and they're like, well, I got to make my money back somewhere.
Yeah.
So then they all start putting it into meme coins and watching it go up, and then slang it.
When they put it into ETH though, and it's because that's a casino.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Nobody's
putting it on. They hate ETH.
No, I think everybody's right now kind of ETH'd out. I think that a lot of people are sick of ETH as far as the main layer one deal. Yeah. They're tired of it. The gas fees are atrocious. The shit is so clunky. dude, even the Ethereum Foundation or whatever it is that you called it last time is bearish on ETH. They're selling it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's looking rough.
Well, the only thing, my counterpoint to that would just be that it's still been a way more stable asset than Sol has been. You know, and it's got like a much larger ecosystem. So I would feel more comfortable if I were looking to take something from a riskier place. So they could keep it in Sol, but if they're thinking that that's risky, you could put it in ETH, somewhere in ETH, and maybe that's a safer bet. I don't know. Depends on how risk adverse they are, I guess. They could just put it into Pump.Fun and keep going.
Yes, that's what I recommend. And buy Dink.
You recommend.
All right. Let's see here. BlackRock just deposited. So here we are talking about ETH. Just deposited 18,168 ETH for $44 million and 1,800 Bitcoin, 160 million into Coinbase in the past hour. These motherfuckers are going to dump on us.
No, they're not. You think that's what they're doing? They're not doing that.
Why would you put it on Coinbase?
Because Coinbase custodies for you.
So does my ledger.
So does your ledger, but that's not what BlackRock does. BlackRock puts it in an insured third party that's going to take the hit if any hack happens or whatever. If you screw up as what Bybit did, screw up the cold wallet situation, you're out. But if you put it in Coinbase, which has got a really good reputation and insured, etc., I think that's what you do.
I don't know, man. I think that BlackRock could dump and use that money and other things. I don't know, dude. There's a lot of property in the world. You know what I'm saying? They might be predicting that the housing market's going to crash, and they're making sure that they have liquidity to pick that up. Because when you want to own the world, Bitcoin is just a part of that world. You know what I mean? We want to own the physical world, and you, in order to create labor camps, you can't build a labor camp without having some money. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And so, like, you've got to have at least a little down payment before you slave wage people to death, and force them to use all that money with you. You know what I'm saying?
BlackRock owns everything. It owns everything. So, it's crazy.
So I think that they predict a housing crash, a property crash somewhere, and I think that they will dump on us. Think about how much they win. They dump on us, and then the market goes down. They buy these real estate assets, right? And then they buy the dip later on.
Well, why wouldn't they have bought it? Why wouldn't they have sold at $109,000 a month ago and made $20,000 more per Bitcoin? Like, I don't understand their move then.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that now's not the time. I think that I mean, I see your point, but I don't think that what this is preparation. This is putting money in the bank before I make a big spend. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think.
And they were probably using that money for something else. They probably had those assets there on loan collateral, something that proves that, like, we're capable to be funded for X, Y, or Z.
Yeah. Well, my other argument about this too is just that they're part of the manipulation, just like everybody else. Like they're one of the biggest players. So if you think that this whole Bybit thing, the after effect of the Bybit thing is like this whole dump is market manipulation, so that Bybit can recoup their investment at a lower cost, then they would be part of that. They'd be part of that.
And we're gonna talk a little bit about that as well. You wanted to talk about, I was going to get into the hack, but you wanted to.
We can talk about the 5 mil after. Let's talk about the hack, because I think it's a good segue into that. Crazy. I mean, the biggest one ever. Crazy, dude.
Yeah, bro. Shout out Lazarus, the North Koreans. He must be feeding them well. I mean, if you're able to be up and coding all night, you know what I mean? Look, North Korea's got to eat, and the best way to do that is by scamming you out of your crypto. And I'm still not fully positive on how this happened. I know that it happened. I heard that it was a sophisticated. What is the social hack? What is the word there? The terminology?
Yeah, social engineering.
Social engineering.
I mean, well, they spoofed the front end of whatever interface that they were using to manipulate the smart contract to their cold wallet. That's what they did. They spoofed it. And now this wasn't clear about how they were able to do that and get the security team to click on it and to use that interface instead of another one. That's what wasn't clear in the writing that I saw. I read a bunch about it. I didn't go through the Zach XPT guy stuff, but like, yeah, if you just look at the Bybit official announcement here, it says, and we should remember too, this goes on podcast too, so we should describe these things to the people who can't see the video. But it said, number one, it's this statement is ridiculous. Let's just start there. Let's start with the second sentence.
Okay, I glanced through it, so let's do it.
Wait,
So-
hold on. No. Let me. Okay,
You do it.
because this is what I want you to. This is what I want you to. Bybit detected unauthorized activity involving one of our ETH cold wallets. Fine. The incident occurred when our ETH multi-sig cold wallet executed a transfer to our warm wallet. Do you see anything wrong with that sentence?
Well, number one, it sucks to read because it's in this fucked up block format.
Yeah.
Number two, as a result, the attacker was able to gain control of the affected ETH cold wallet.
No. This sentence. Did you hear? Okay. The incident occurred when our ETH multi-sig cold wallet executed a transfer to our warm wallet. What I'm getting at here is is the ETH multi-sig cold wallet of theirs somehow autonomous?
Right. Right.
Does it have its own ambitions and wants and drive? It can manipulate itself?
No.
How the hell did their ETH multi-sig cold wallet execute its own transfer? That's
And they
crazy
kind of
talk.
they kind of eliminate the word multi-sig from that sentence, right?
Well, not only
Oh,
that,
no, it says it
but
right
they're
there.
saying, but like, no, a human made an error which caused a transaction. This is exactly the same situation when people say the car drove into a crowd of people and took them out. No, the car did not drive itself. A human with their own motor skills and abilities drove the car into the thing. I hate this passive voice. It like passes the buck, and this was totally totally conscious by Bybit to kind of to soften the blow, to be like, it wasn't our fault. Our ETH wallet did it on its own. Crazy statement. Sorry, that's the first thing.
And yeah, and I mean, you sent me that. Hey, they're one for one. That means they got a fuck ton of money. But what happens to them as a company? I mean, you've got to still run business. How do you do one-to-one for everybody? And you know what I'm saying? I don't understand the math of it.
I mean, I don't know how much they have. I don't know how much they have in assets. I'm sure that can be found out. It's probably public information what their claimed assets are. But there's a lot of internal stuff that we're not privy to. And I don't know they're probably not FTX, but probably most exchanges have a little bit of a thing going on. I mean, if you just think about how the banking works in the United States with where they don't actually hold assets and they lend it, a million X what they have in assets, which is just crazy talk. I imagine, there's probably some of that going on in these exchanges as well. So I don't know if they have the assets to back it up, but it seems, I don't dislike this thought process that the market is being manipulated right now to make sure that Bybit doesn't go down, to make it easier to swallow. If Bitcoin is $15,000 less per token or whatever, 12,000 less, that saves them hundreds of millions of dollars, and maybe that helps keep them solvent. So I don't not.
You don't disagree with the market manipulation?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it sounds very plausible, and I think players this big, this global, this big will do shit like that. If you just think of how the governments work, or the pharmaceutical companies, or the military-industrial complex, they're doing shady shit. Why wouldn't large crypto outfits do shady shit?
No,
too?
they're not. Trump is taking care of all of that. We're not going to have any more shady things happening. It's all going to be moved to the blockchain, and nothing shady will ever happen again.
But the rest of this is interesting. Should we read through it? So
please do, because I'm not smart. And this is where I say, Matt, I'm not smart. You get this stuff. You tell me. Go.
You're
knock it out.
Smart.
Knock it out.
Don't. Okay. So anyway, first of all, their ETH multi-sig cold wallet executed its own transaction. We got there, but unfortunately, this transaction was manipulated through a sophisticated attack that masked the signing interface. So that's the UX. That's the front end. So for some reason, these hackers were able to get the security team to use a spoofed front end It's like going to MetaMask and it's not MetaMask anymore. It's displayed as MetaMask, but the underlying technology is not MetaMask. So displaying the correct, it masked the signing interface, displaying the correct address while altering the underlying smart contract logic. As a result, the attacker was able to gain control of the affected ETH cold wallet because everybody put their key in, their private key in. So then that gave the Lazarus group the keys and thus access to the cold wallet. Our security team, alongside leading blockchain forensic experts and partners, is actively investigating the incident. All sorts of tracking is already going around the internet. I saw that all over Twitter, tracking all of the hops and the wallets. I think it was 53 different wallets. Got something like 10,000 ETH in it.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
We're decentralized, but do you think that anybody has an obligation to be like, we're not cashing that out? We're not allowing that to be cashed out on our
hell
exchange?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what happened. So this, I think, but I was part of one of the biggest hacks ever, the Parity Multisig wallet hack that took out.
I don't know this. I'm sorry, I don't know this part of the Matt lore. Please tell me. I don't know about this.
Oh yeah, my project Swarm City. Now I wasn't a founding member of Swarm City, but eventually I was on the leadership team. But what ended up happening is in June of 2017. The industry standard was using the Parity multisig wallet. So anybody who had ICO'd put their funds, their ETH, into these Parity multisig wallets. Well, the Parity multisig wallet had an exploit, which a hacker used to steal 147,000 ETH out of a combined that amount out of 3 of these wallets before it was shut down. And how it was shut down is we alerted the Ethereum Foundation, white hat hackers, who then used the same exploit to drain hundreds of projects' ETH and put them, in a safe place. Repaired the multisig wallet, had everybody update their wallets, and then sent all the ETH back. But since we were drained before white hats and the Ethereum Foundation were involved, we lost. I can't remember. It was like 74,000 ETH. It would be hundreds of millions, like $100-something million, hundreds of millions.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So we lost 90% of our funding because of it. We went on for another couple of years after it, but it really stopped us cold. Anyway, but what I do know is there've been enough hacks that exchanges play ball. And so you basically can you get in touch with their security team, you show them the offending wallets, and they stop any. So if anybody puts funds into their exchange, it freezes those funds. So
it freezes them.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because it's not your keys, not your tokens. So of course, if you send it to Coinbase says, well, it's locked.
And then the next day they're like, we're lending at 10%. You know what I mean?
That's right. But what will happen is they'll wash these tokens through a number of different mechanisms. They'll get it into Monero or something else that's not trackable, and eventually they'll be able to get it through the exchanges and out the door.
Wow.
So, yeah, but I would imagine the Lazarus Group has to have partners outside of North Korea because a lot of countries on the planet won't do business with North Korea. So it would be hard to get the money out of the bank. Like you're not going to take out the money out of your own bank because then you're taking your own funds from North Korea. So you want to get another country to export those funds to you. That's how you want to do it.
North Korea is backed by China. Is that right?
I mean, they have friendly relationships with a few countries. I think China's one, probably Russia's another. Trump was trying to have friendly relationships with them in his last term. I hope he tries to do it again because North Korea needs to open up. It's a dictatorship. So the more that we can do to liberalize that country, the better it is going to be for those people. So I think everybody should be communicating with North Korea and trying to get them to relax their control a bit. But yeah, they have relationships with a few, probably Cuba, some other places. Yeah. But anyway, it's, so it could be stopped, but they'll send their tokens through mixers and things and get it out that way. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they've done a lot of damage. This Lazarus Group is responsible for billions. And that's like, this is 1.5 billion. The last big one, they did the last big one too, which was 600 something million. So that's over 2 billion right there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I got that story right here where they kind of this is Park Jin, a key player in the Lazarus group, North Korea's elite.
Look how badass he
cybercrime
looks. That guy's
Bro.
badass.
Man, dude, I hope he gets him a new suit. I mean, look at this wrinkled shirt. The suit looks like it was just like this is a J.C. Penney suit. If
They don't
you're
have J.C.
able
Penney.
to get fucking billions, bro, Kim Jong-un, hook our boy up with a better suit.
I mean,
And
hook him up.
here's the other thing that I want to say. Scammers, if you're gonna fucking scam, here's the thing. All right, you got my $150. Fuck me. All right. But what I want to see in return is I want to see yachts. I want to see Coke. I want to see champagne bottles. I want to see crazy part. I want you to do something awesome.
You
with
want to
my
live
money.
vicariously through
I
them.
want to live vicariously through you. Like,
I get it.
damn, you know what I mean? Like that's my joint right there. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
get it.
saying? Like,
I get it.
so we got to hook this guy up. We got to hook him up with a new suit. We got to make him. You want to, if you're in North Korea, you want to rise the ranks of cyber crime. Okay, you absolutely do. And so you want the youth to have something to look up to be like, look at that man in a nice suit. You want him out like Johnny Dang with a flexed out grill. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, we got to do something. We got to do something for my boy there.
Yeah, I hear you, and I wish for that exact same scenario. Unfortunately, it's a communist country, and they can't be flashy in public like that. In private, you know, they live large, but they can't be flashy like that because then they get taken down a peg and killed, sent to re-education camps and stuff. It's a rough spot. It's a rough place to be.
But if the scammer was rewarded by the king himself, and the king said did good job, you can't blame him. Nobody's going to go after him. Everybody's going to love him. It'd be a hero.
Yeah, I mean, until that hero then threatens your own power and stature in the country. Like he tells people that he's the Kim Jong-il.
God, right? Pretty much.
That he's what?
God, pretty much.
Oh yeah. He's God. He's the best golfer ever. He's the best swimmer ever. He's the most educated. Yeah, all that stuff. So, yeah, he's the best scammer ever. He's the best coder ever. He's the best bowler ever. Smokes the fattest joints. All that stuff. That's Kim. But I think he looks like a badass. Like he's serious. He's like, I'm rocking this $40 suit.
Yeah, dude.
I'm awesome.
Yeah, we got to get him a better suit. Do you want to talk about the gold card now? I mean, since we're talking about proper relations between North Korean scammers and American ruggers.
Yeah, I mean, the Lazarus Group should use some of this funding to buy green cards into the United States. I think this would be super good for them. But yeah, I'm really interested in your thoughts on this plan. I'm starting to get a sense of how you feel about things. So I'm starting to predict you in my head a little bit, but you know, you're also a little bit unpredictable. So I'm really interested in how you're going to feel about this. But what it is I think through executive order, and it hasn't happened yet, but Trump is saying that he is going to allow a foreigner to basically purchase a green card in the United States. There's a certain way to it's under a certain code. I don't know. For $5 million, and basically they get to come in, start a business, own property, green card, anything that you can get in terms of green card, and a path towards citizenship. Yeah, I'm interested. I mean, I have opinions on this, but I'm interested in hearing what you think about this whole thing.
I mean, I love it. I mean, what's more American than selling America? You know what I mean? America is now for sale. Like for $5 million, you too can be America. And you know what could go wrong? I forget poor people. Listen, man, we're going to punish poor people. You know, and we're going to get them out of here. But rich people, 5 million. My only thing is now, does this 5 million to the government or is it straight to Trump? Because I feel like there was no clarity there. It was like 5 million gets you in. I mean, I heard he was selling. I heard that he was selling some. What are they called? The when you forgive somebody when they're in prison. What's the word? It's not hitting right now.
You mean
clemencies? Not clemencies. Pardons. He was selling pardons for $1 million a piece. So I mean, is he getting a cut of this?
You're just talking about bullshit. Do you have any any proof of that, or you're just winging that around? You're just like ear to the
Buddy,
ground.
if you task me with finding it, I'll find it. I think a couple rappers got off with a cool little millie.
That's interesting. Well, I see.
Why would he? Why? Hold on, no. You think just out of the kind of his heart, he was like Kodak Black. I nominate you as the one.
I think it's more about political pressure than it is about money.
For
But
Kodak
I don't know.
Black.
I just think it would be stupid for him to do it, because if that ever came out that people were paying him to give pardons, he would be destroyed. He'd be crucified.
Lies, all lies. You know what I mean? He'd be able to play it off. Oh, that's ridiculous. I would never.
Yeah, I don't know that would work, though, because you just think about the deep state coming after him for the last 8 years. How much damage? Like they almost got him. They almost put him in prison. Like we had mugshots of Trump. I would be, if I were him. It's like there's no upside. He has more money than God. He's the president of the United States. He's got a ton of power. There's no upside in selling these things for $1 million. No upside.
Have you seen the rapper with the Donald Trump tattooed on his leg, the mugshot?
No, that's funny though.
Yeah, it rules.
I mean, he's had two of the most iconic images in my lifetime. One is his mugshot, and the other one, of course, is after he got shot and he was,
I mean, I'm sorry that the one
iconic.
thing the one thing I can't take from him is that was a fucking badass pick. I mean, it really was.
Yeah.
If it happened to anybody, like if it happened to Biden and he was like, fight,
Everybody does
blood
that.
coming down his ear,
That's
like,
balls. Like
yeah, dude.
You have balls to do that. You just got shot and you're not running away. You stand right back up and say, fight with your fist in the air. That's like, you can't plan that. You can't rehearse or plan that. That's like your inner soul peeking out with that move. Like you can't help but like respect that.
For sure. So to answer your question, dude, I'm obviously not a fan of this. I think that normal people don't have $5 million. I think that it shows kind of where we are in the oligarchy. I think that it says that, I'm here to reward the rich. I'm going to pretend that I'm doing things for the middle class, but I'm honestly here to screw everybody, and that's the way that I see it. I don't think that it is a positive immigration status. What if there's a doctor who has a really great cure from another country that's like, oh, I want to come to the U.S. But can't because they don't have $5 million. I just think of like general human beings, just regular people. I don't think that that's fair, man. I think that only proposes to help the rich.
No, that's bullpucky, my friend. Bullpucky. Well, I will agree with you in this. Like, we need to reform immigration to make it easy for productive people, excellent people to come to the United States. It should be very easy for awesome people to come to the United States. Hard for not awesome people, for criminals, and rapists and murderers and gang members. Super hard for them to get into the country, but very easy for productive. And I've done this. I have a Brazilian wife, so we had to go through the immigration process. It wasn't as bad as it could have been, even though they told us, like our lawyer told us, there's a lot of fraud out of Brazil. So you might have some trouble. It wasn't so bad. Like we used a lawyer, we filled out the forms. It took a couple years. It took about 1.5 years to get to the green card, and we were married. Not as bad as other situations, but it should be much faster. If you're productive and if you're productive and you want to be here, you should be here. And because that's what we need. We need a very productive United States of brilliant people solving hard problems, making this place better. That's what I want. But that said, I love this. Are you kidding me? Like $5 million goes straight to the deficit. We have a $35 trillion deficit.
You think this is going to the deficit?
That's exactly where it's going.
It's not.
That's
dude.
That's what he's proposing.
God, bro.
Listen, if you think it's going into Trump's pocket,
listen. Here's the thing. I've got to understand this about you, Matt. I have to understand this. You don't believe any other politician that says what they're doing. But when Trump says this is what I'm doing, you take that as the gospel. Why?
That's not true at all. No, if you talk to me about Trump and COVID, I will destroy him all day.
I'm not talking about COVID. I'm
all-day
talking
destroyer.
about money.
No. It's you look at the incentives. Like, it doesn't make sense for him to pocket $5 million.
I'm not saying he's going to pocket it. I'm not saying that he's going to pocket it.
Someone's going to find out. Someone will find out, and
then
will
what?
crush him.
Oh God! Oh, I thought the deep state was going to crush him. What's going to crush him at this point?
It was close. It was close. No, there's still a lot of deep state actors. They tried to kill him, dude. They tried to kill him twice. They tried to kill him. Two times they tried to kill him.
You know, I've got my theories on that too. But yeah, no, I mean, so there's no stopping him, is what I'm trying to say, Matt. Is that
plenty of stopping him? Are you kidding me? This is an exact no.
Good. I want you to say that more. Keep saying that.
There's plenty to stop him. Of course there is.
Tell me more.
You want me to tell you more?
Yeah, you got more?
I got more. I mean, it's not like, look at the Republican Congress. They just tried to they're trying to pass a budget with all this crappy pork spending, all these stupid subsidies for ethanol, for the corn industry, all this dumb stuff. He doesn't
poor people.
What?
For poor people.
What? Subsidies for poor? No, subsidies
Probably.
for the corn industry.
Oh, okay.
The corn industry.
So,
like, the corn industry does not need subsides. Like, they
it doesn't?
don't need. Of course not. Well, number one, nobody needs subsidies. The government should not be giving out money at all. Of course. Come on. What are we doing here?
Unless you're a contractor, in which case that's okay.
It's not okay. None of this is okay.
Wait, so Will, hold on. So then when Elon gets government contracts, that's bad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's the nature of the beast. It's like where the money for space travel is coming from. A lot of that's government because they want to put up satellites. So it's the nature of the beast. He's playing the game. He's playing the hand that he's dealt. But no, those subsidies should go away. No subsidies.
No corporate bailouts.
Nope. Are you kidding me? No corporate bail. No bank bailouts. No corporate bailouts. No bailouts whatsoever. Okay. No federal dollars in healthcare. Are you kidding me? Half the federal dollars, half the healthcare dollars are spent by the federal government.
I'm actually
that's why healthcare is so expensive right now.
No, it's not. It's expensive because they make a lot of money. They make tons of money and they can charge whatever they want. I'm for healthcare and food for people. Absolutely.
Well, of course, I'm for healthcare and food for people too, but not sponsored by the government, who's only going to inflate the cost of everything. It's way better in the marketplace. We don't have market-based food. We don't food like we should have or had in the past. We don't have market-based healthcare. So that's why the cost is up for everybody.
Okay. Well,
you can say these companies are responding to incentives. Their incentives, like why do you think Blue Cross Blue Shield was the biggest lobby for Obamacare? It's because they would make more money under Obamacare because people would be forced to use them, and because it would cost so much for other healthcare companies, startups to come and compete them with all this new regulation, that they basically siloed themselves off, so only the big players could do it anymore. No, the healthcare needs disruption, but the problem is government money's in there. There's subsidies there, and then you had this Klingon Obamacare thing that forced out all the competition.
Yeah, well, shout out Luigi.
All day I can do this, Lord.
Yeah. Shout out Luigi. What do we got? So you're pro.
I'm pro because I'm pro if there's no fraud, of course. Like if there's fraud, then I would destroy him for that. But if the money actually goes to the deficit and we can pay down the deficit with it, I'm into it.
I just can't. When you say it out loud, it just makes me laugh every time.
Well, where do you think the money's going to go?
Probably to wherever he wants it to go, but
he doesn't have power of the purse. That's not how that works.
But he's good. I promise you, Matt, don't be so concerned about that. I promise you, he's going to have power of everything. He's going to be king. It's good.
I can't wait until his term is over. He's not king, and then
I'll eat my words, dude, and I will eat them, and I will eat them with joy to know that. And here's the thing that I really don't get with constitutionalists, people that are diehard constitutionalists. Okay, you're not a diehard constitutionalist.
No, I'm an anarchist. I'm a libertarian.
I like anarchy
card-carrying. I'm not. I believe in the non-aggression principle. So I'm philosophically libertarian. I'm not a party member libertarian. They're two different things. And what a libertarian actually is someone who believes in the non-aggression principle, which means you can't use aggressive force against a peaceful person. The only type of force you can use is in self-defense. That means taxes are theft, is aggression, is wrong.
Yeah. So Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I like the Constitution. I don't want anybody fucking with it. Don't fuck with it. Just
It's
leave
already
it.
been
Like,
fucked with.
well, I hear you, but as it stands today, I'm not for removing. I'm not for removing any of the parts, man. Like, my big thing is if you're born here, you're an American. That's what it is. Like, that's part of the game. We chalk it up to the game. And my reason is that you can't take that away. You can't take that away because when you do, you start leaving room. Like, I took that one away. I'll take the second too. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take the first. You know what I mean? And so it's like people get excited about having one removed and they don't realize the rest of it can also be removed. And I don't like that at all.
Well, I mean, if you are born in the United States, you're legally an American. That is how,
Right.
that's
Yes.
the legal structure.
Well,
of
what I'm
States.
saying is that he was trying to, and I guess he was unsuccessful in it, as I understand, but he was trying to take away birthright citizenship.
I don't know, but it's that's the law of the land. You can't do that. That would take legislation in order to do that.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. I just think that we're in a slippery slope.
You don't think that we were in way worse peril in the last 4 years with the Constitution than this? Are you kidding me?
Can I explain why?
Yeah, because
it's very simple for me, and it's not in my mind. It's not unreasonable.
Okay.
Is that I knew that all right, whatever that is in 4 years, it's going to switch over to the next person, and there's going to be balance. There's going to whatever they do, these other people will take back, or vice versa, whatever it is. But there is a transfer of power. And there's the ability to have that transfer of power in several different areas, but especially the presidency.
Mm-hmm.
And with the current president, I don't think he's interested in a transfer of power at all. I think that it is, and I think that it's all about like I will be king. It will be a dynasty, and I will be a dictator. And that's the way that I honestly see Trump, and the way that I see his supporters is that supporters who Republican, usually constitutional loyalist, would be okay with him being in there for a third term. And it's just not something that I'm comfortable with. I feel that it eradicates what we are as a country, and I'm not okay with that.
Yeah. Well, okay, I hear you. I think we were in much greater peril 4 years ago or during the Biden presidency, simply because they almost got enough power to lock us down and vaccine mandate and force vaccine mandate. You do that, meaning if the government has the ability to tell you what you can or cannot put in your body, it's over. And also all the control over social media at the same time. I mean, it's very clear.
Every country is going to have that. There's no country that's not going to have that.
No, but America's hasn't been like that. And not totally. I mean, there's been bad problems, but not totally. No, America is the only place we're kind of the last one left. We really are. Like, Europe has completely fallen into authoritarianism, and US, we almost got there. In fact, that's why, so I have a lot of problems with Elon too. Like, he's not perfect. He does a lot of stupid things. He has a lot of views that I disagree with hard, and we don't have to get into those because that's fine. But that he bought Twitter might have been the turning point that removed our course to authoritarianism. That might have stopped it, because it was the only social media where authoritarian messaging wasn't entrenched and everything else was removed. It's really the only place. So it might have saved us. But anyway, so I feel way less threatened since Trump's been in office than Biden personally. And the other thing I would just say, I'll just kind of wrap this up, is that we have no evidence that he would try to take, he didn't try to not relinquish power after the first term when he got removed. So I have there's no historical thing that makes me think you try to do it this time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So January 6th, Mike Pence,
not an insurrection. Not an insurrection. The people that died were the protesters. Nobody died that wasn't a protester during that. A guy had a heart attack. It was protesters that died, and then those poor protesters were sent into prison against the Constitution, by the way, not given a speedy trial, put in isolation in dark chambers for years before some of them got trials. Like psychologically broke some of them. That whole thing was a complete, absolute bullshit tragedy that was perpetuated by the three-letter organizations, the FBI and the CIA.
Wow.
So that's
Matt's
what I'm
got some
thinking.
deep conspiracy stuff. I like that.
You love the conspiracy stuff. But anyway,
love it.
okay, so you are against this whole Trump thing. I'm for it, and that's fine.
Yeah. We got to find a medium.
A
We got to get an soundbite. Yeah. Like a
Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up?
maybe something like that.
We connect.
I don't know.
what the fuck is that?
It's a weird sound by Vitalik.
No,
Okay, so anything else you want to talk about? That so I love the gold card. You don't love the gold card? That's
No,
okay.
fucking
We're gonna
hate it.
see how this happens. I'm gonna start seeing that deficit number go down from 35 to 30 to 25.
And when you don't, what are you going to do?
Well, I'd be upset about it. Like I don't want any fraud here. Like I want that deficit to go away. So that makes America a target. So I want that to go away.
Yeah, I agree with paying down debt. Listen, I'm not opposed to that at all. I love the idea of paying debt. Yeah, I don't because the thing is with that debt comes motherfuckers thinking they can put the thumb on us, and I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
No one
And so
likes
I'm pro paying debt. So my thing is with all this bullshit you're doing, bro, and in my opinion, it's bullshit. I think you're doing a lot of crazy things. I know that you're pro slashing all these things, and I see where it can be problematic. But as long as that money goes to paying down the deficit, we can get a balanced budget, and we don't owe anything.
Yeah.
We have a
Comes
surplus.
back to the
Then I'm
taxpayer or
okay.
something.
But if it's constant, no, we're still in debt. Oh, it's a problem, and still blaming the previous administration. You've gutted everything. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have problems.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. If the budget gets if the size of the government gets trimmed by $1 trillion, that's going to have to either go back to the taxpayers or pay down debt. Like that, you're exactly right. And if that doesn't happen, it's going to be like, where's the money, Lebowski? Like,
Yeah,
what's going on?
and I'm actually more concerned about their debt than I am mine, and that's like because I believe in a bigger thing. It's like I'll take care of my household real quick, but make sure that you take care of our household, our big household, right? And I also don't want anybody taking my mom's Social Security. I don't want anybody taking my Social Security. I know you say taxation is theft, and my thing is, well, fuck you then. You stole my money. I want it back. It better be back when it's time for me to get it.
Give it
Do you
back.
know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely give it back.
Or I thought I considered this, but I was like, nah, I think I'd lose on that end because I don't have a ton of student loans. But I was like, if you took a portion of my Social Security and canceled out my student loans, I'd be okay with that.
Something. I mean, we're going to pay in way more than we ever get out. It's a complete Ponzi scheme. I would, the way to unwind it is basically the people who are on Social Security right now, you don't take it from them, but you just do a progressive, like you basically, like anybody who becomes 18 now doesn't have to pay into that system. And then it's varying ranges of what you have to pay based on your age and stuff. You just turn it off.
Who's going to figure that out if you fire everybody? I'll tell you that. Who do you hire to figure it out?
You don't think there's any redundant people in the government?
No, probably. I mean, probably.
Yeah, a lot. Cool. What else did you want to talk about? Was there any?
No, that was it. You really covered all the other stories just through discussions because it was all about like where is the money at now? What are they doing with it? We really covered all of that. And so no, man, I mean, I feel good. I think that we did it. We talked about is Bybit manipulating the market.
Yeah.
So we covered all that.
Well, you didn't give me your opinion on that. Do you think that they're manipulating the market to make their cost basis lower?
Baby.
Yeah.
The rich are gonna do rich shit.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be manipulating markets and fucking giving money to your friends and getting great government contracts and you know what I mean. Opening up the borders to people with $5 million. You know what I'm saying? Like the rich are gonna rich. Yes, they're manipulating the market.
Yeah,
and,
right.
And good motherfuckers buy the dip. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't fucking stay down, G. It goes back up. You know what I mean? Like dollar cost average or whatever they say.
If the market like responds pretty quickly, that makes me feel even more so that it was manipulated.
And so, well, clearly, yes, it's manipulated. My thing is, here's the problem that I have is
Yeah.
that this Trump is like, oh, everything's going to be up. You know what I mean? Like I'm pro crypto things. So I expected for things to move along these whole next 4 years.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
that's what I really thought, but I'm not seeing that. And if the market is bearish, how long is it until the people are bearish on leadership?
That's a
don't
good
know.
point too. I mean, I think I don't know that crypto would do it. I think if the economy is not good here over the course of the next year or so, which I have severe doubts that the economy is going to be good. Like I think a housing crash, absolutely, and a bunch of other things are going to happen. But right, I think sentiment always changes. People, when the new president comes in, it's fresh blood, doing all these things, whatever. People love him, but then midway through, they all hate him again. So I think that stuff's going to happen. Oh yeah. Next level cash. I'm all dipped out. No more dip, please. Yeah. You know, I feel the same way. I mean, no one likes it.
Hey, bro,
But-
you gotta have some chips for that dip, son.
That's right.
You do. You gotta
That's
have
a
some
good
little
way to
bit of
put
cash on the side, so that when these dips happen, you can grab them.
I know. It is tough though. It's so funny how like psychologically it feels. You go up past 88 and you're psyched, and then when it comes, it's crazy.
Buy.
Bybit, buy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I think we're good here then. Yeah, I guess next show Tuesday, same bat channel, same bat time.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Then a final follow at Thrive Die. Please,
Yeah, dude, follow that.
Let's pump that account.
Oh, you know what? We didn't tell people like, comment, share the space. So you can
Like,
still
comment,
do
share
it.
the space.
We're gone, but you can still do it.
Yeah, you should do it anyway. You should share because it's there. It's live. People get to press play, see our lovely mugs on their Twitter feed, and have a good time with us.
Hell yeah, buddy.
All right, cool. Then I guess that's it. I guess we'll say fare thee well, friends.
Yeah. Adios.
Welcome to Thrive or Die, where Matt and I go over weekly crypto news stories and determine if they're going to help crypto thrive or cause it to die.
Bitcoin and crypto will skyrocket like never before.
I'm thriving.
On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler.
Look, I'm thriving right now.
And I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world.
You're gonna die. Yeah, that's inspiration.
Today I repeat my pledge to commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht.
To not survive, survive weak, to thrive.
We will make America and Bitcoin bigger, better, stronger, richer, freer, and greater than ever before.